Hello everyone, I am Manali Reshamwala, Assistant Professor from LG Institute of Physiotherapy. Today I am going to talk about surgery of valvular disorders of the heart. It is a part of syllabus for final year physiotherapy students of Gujarat University. The subject is physiotherapy in cardiopulmonary conditions. Valvular disease are namely either a stenosis or regurgitation of aortic or pulmonary valve or mitral or tricuspid valve. Surgery for valvular disease can be either valve repair or valve replacement. In valve repair, first we will see the conservative operations for obstructive valve, that is, of stenosis. There can be either closed valvotomy or open valvotomy. Closed valvotomy, the indication is mitral valve stenosis. Incision taken is left intralateral thoracotomy through 4th or 5th intercostal space. The procedure is these valvotomies closed valvotomy, we are not going to see the mitral valve, but we are going to feel it with the help of index finger. The index finger is inserted into the left atrium via appendage. The commissure of the valve are then splitted by use of expandable dilator inserted into left ventricle via the apex. Here is a figure shown. If good closed vitral valvotomy is done, then it can work for 10 to 20 years and valve replacement can be delayed. Open valvotomy. This is done using cardiopulmonary bypass to relieve the stenosis under direct vision, in which same left anterolateral thoracotomy is performed and cardiopulmonary bypass machine is used so that the blood from the heart can be drawn into machine and circulation of the body and circulation to the vital organs remains same. It is performed in children for pulmonary or aortic valve stenosis. In adults, it is not usually performed, but sometimes it is performed for mitral or tricuspid valve. Post-operatively, after closed or open valvotomy, the same routine as thoracotomy is performed. Conservative operations for leaking valves. It is sometimes possible using cardiopulmonary bypass to repair a leaking valve also, and the commonest valve repaired are mitral and tricuspid valve. Good repair will offer the patient freedom from the complications of prosthetic valve. Next is the valve replacement. Valve replacement, according to the device used in it, can be divided into two broad categories. One is mechanical valves and second is biological valves. Mechanical prosthesis, there are two types. One is ball and cage type, where a celastic ball moves inside a metal cage. The figure A shows ball and cage type of valve. The example of it is Starr Edwards. Another is tilting disc type. The example is Bajok-Shilley and others. A free floating disc moves around an indigenous hinge, which is shown in figure B. Next is biological prosthetic valves. They are either porcine valve or bovine valve. Porcine valves are taken from aortic valve tissues from pig. And the example is Carpentine Edwards. The tissue is preserved in glutaraldehyde solution and then sewn on a flexible stent, and then it is inserted on a patient. Another is bovine pericardium. The example is Anesicu-Shilley and it is made up of ox pericardium. It is also preserved in glutaraldehyde solution and sewed on a flexible stent. On the left side figure, there is a biological prosthetic valve shown along with a stent. Homographs. They are taken from a cadaver, human cadaver. This is human valve obtained from a cadaver within 48 hours of death and treated with antibiotics. It is most commonly the homograph taken for aortic valve and it is directly sutured at the place without a stent in a patient's heart. The complications of valve replacement. If a person is given mechanical prosthesis, then patient need to take anticoagulant for rest of their life, because there are more chances of developing thrombosis and from them alveoli in mechanical or prosthetic valves. If a person is giving biological prosthesis or homograft, then they don't require to take anticoagulants for life, but durability of these valve is very less than compared to mechanical valve. Here are the references. Thank you.